Who doesn't love a cheesy pizza? So why not put more than just one type of cheese on your pizza? I love cheese. I love all different kinds of cheese. I love strong cheese. I love mild cheese. I love stringy cheese. I love salty cheese. And quite frankly, I love moldy cheese. And as you know, I love pizza. And I'm a firm believer that my pizza crust is one of the most delicious pizza crusts you can make. So I've married all of those things together where I will make my pizza crust and put all of my favorite cheeses on it. I have blue cheese, I have Camembert, I have Parmesan cheese, and a big ball of mozzarella, stringy mozzarella. This pizza is definitely one of my favorite. It is very cheese heavy and it's all about the cheese, and it's also all about the pairing of the perfect sweetness to go with it. So you can make this pizza as a dinner pizza or serve it as an appetizer. Forget about your cheese board. Make this as a flatbread with all these delicious cheeses and serve it as an appetizer. I was pretty sure that you didn't need to sit through another half an hour of me making my pizza dough again, so I have made it in advance, and I'm simply gonna present to you the toppings that I put on it and how I cook it. So here's my pizza dough. It has been rising for a while. It is puffy, yummy, and ready to be made into a crust. And it's not stuck to the plate. As I said before, you want to handle the dough as little as possible because you want to keep those air pockets in there. You want to maintain the gluten structure because it's just gonna yield way better results. It's gonna make the crust both crusty and crispy and yummy. And it's just frankly easier to handle, easier to form into the perfect crust. And like, I swear to God, pizza just tastes a little bit better when it has like a little bit of a rustic look to it. And don't be shy with the flour. As long as you're not working that excess flour into the dough, because what we're doing is just making sure that it's not sticking to our fingers, not sticking to the countertop, and it's going to be easy for us to scoop it up with our spatula and place it on our pizza stone, whether we're doing it on our barbecue or in the oven. I might show you later also when I make pizza on a cast iron skillet, so it's just gonna make your life easier if it is pliable and ready to go at all times. Right now we've got the dough ready. Food safety. Don't blow on your pizza crust. But since I'm gonna be the one eating it, it's fine. I love a pizza that doesn't have a traditional pizza sauce on it, but for this one, it is actually delicious to have a basic pizza sauce on it. So I have picked my favorite one that has added basil and garlic in it. And I'll just spread it all over here. Get some on my hand as well, because why not? Generally, if I'm using pizza sauce on my pizza, I like it to be a bit saucy, but since the cheeses are the main event on this one, I am going quite sparingly with the sauce. You don't want too little, but just not overdo it. And we're gonna start with layering the mozzarella. If you can tell that the cheese grater is a bit dirty, it's because I was already grating cheese before, so don't judge. But at least I did clean the fridge. And I got a really hot tip on how to clean stainless steel fridges. Most of the time, well, especially generally when I make pizzas, I don't like globs of mozzarella, so I prefer to have it shredded on. And remember, there's gonna be a lot of cheese on this pizza, so let's not overwhelm it with just the mozzarella. And we're gonna take the Camembert and have some chunky slices of it. I like the rind of a good quality Camembert because it really brings that pungent flavor that you want from a Camembert. You want to have a little bit of a kick out of it because otherwise it's just a milky cheese and you might as well just put more mozzarella on it. So I like to separate it a bit, but still allow yourself to like have chunky pieces of it all over your pizza. Because just think of every bite as an appetizer or like a really yummy cheese platter. And now for my favorite part, blue cheese, creamy, moldy blue cheese that's gonna get all over your fingers. There is really not a better way to handle creamy blue cheese. You're like, you can try to chop it up, you can try to crumble it with a fork, but at the end of the day, it's always gonna just end up a little bit messy, and that's okay. I like blue cheese a lot, so I'm a bit heavy with the blue cheese. Also, I'm gonna wash my fingers. All right, we got our 3 cheeses down, and now it's time for the last part, freshly grated Parmesan cheese, just to top it off. And like, I will never stop saying this, but I love salty food. Blue cheese, salty, Parmesan cheese, salty. It's just how I roll. And probably why I'm constantly thirsty. All right, let's scoop it up and bring it onto the barbecue on our pizza stone. I always think the spatula is a little bit bigger than it actually is, but it will also always allow me to create a little bit of a crust. Ooh, look at all of that yummy, delicious cheese. Since there's so much cheese on this pizza, allow it to rest and set for a bit before you cut into it, because otherwise all of the cheese is just gonna run off to the sides. As I told you before, this is a 4-cheese pizza. It is just cheese and pizza, and it's a lot of flavorful, strong flavors of cheese on there, and the perfect way to cut through that dairy is with something sweet. So my favorite pairing is your favorite jam. I like my cheese pizza with the raspberry jam or orchard berry jam. Ooh. Just layer that on top of there with each and every bite. It's like I said before, it's a cheese board, but it's a pizza. Mm. Oh my god, it's so good. Thank you so much for watching yet another of my cooking videos. Getting to know more about my pizza habits and my terrible cheese habits. As always, please subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and you can grab my Snapchat where I'm doing my absolute best to be more active. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.